Mi fa il countdown?
Welcome to the press conference for Marco Sportiello. Very soon we will have questions for Milan's new goalkeeping signing.
Buongiorno Marco, benvenuto.
Buongiorno, grazie.
Hai giocato i quarti di finale di Champions League con l'Atalanta.
You played in the quarter-final of the Champions League with Atalanta. Last season, Milan came to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Do you feel this is the right time?
Come ho già detto nei giorni scorsi,
Absolutely.
diciamo che è l'ultimo
As I said, it's the it feels like the last step, or the best step, the highest step of my career. It's a dream. It's a dream to be here. I'm not just saying that to try and ingratiate myself with Milan and the fans. I'm saying it because it's true. It was quite a while that I knew about this move, and I feel really good. I feel as if I've matured, and I feel like this is a really good step, an important step in my career. I think it was the right time to come to Milan.
È un po' del portiere genialoide, un po' in prima pagina, un po' istrione. La tua carriera invece è una carriera.
Your career is a career of a goalkeeper who has worked hard and is not flashy, just made sacrifices.
Io credo di non eccellere in tantissime qualità, diciamo, tecniche.
I believe in there are lots of qualities, including the goalkeeping skills, but I think I have lots of values, as you said. I've had a long career. I played in Serie C2, Serie D. I played in lots of different levels, so I've got a lot of experience. No one's given anything to me. I've had to work for everything. I've taken it step by step. And it was a dream to get to Serie A, and from Serie C. It was it's something I'm very proud of, to be in Serie A.
Buongiorno, benvenuto. Due domande. La prima, Pioli ce l'ha tatuato sulla pelle il numero di Astori. Io so quanto è legato tu.
Mr. Pioli's got the number of Davide Astori tattooed on his body. And Davide Astori played here. Have you thought about Davide Astori since you have been at Milanello? Well, Davide, or with Mr. Pioli, we lived through the experience of the passing of Davide Astori. But I also knew him from playing in the youth teams. I haven't really thought about the link with Davide Astori, but Davide Astori will always be someone I will have with me. We played together for about a year. He was a person who knew when to say the right thing at the right time. We were playing together at Fiorentina. It was a very young team, and he was the captain. And I got to know him quite well, and his family, his wonderful family. He was a very special person that will always remain with me, and our memories are very strong. And I have to say, from my point of view, I have this link with Mr. Pioli because we both knew Davide Astori. We shared this moment together, and I'm happy to be working with Mr. Pioli again. But I hadn't thought too much about the Davide Astori situation, I'll be honest.
La sua esperienza nel settore giovanile con il Milan.
La seconda e ultima è tecnica. In una carriera lunga che hai avuto, che stai vivendo,
you've had a long career, and you've had a chance to watch Mike Maignan. What do you think of Mike Maignan? Is he different to the others? What kind of experience do you hope to have working with Mike Maignan every day? He's a leader as well as a goalkeeper.
come l'hai visto da fuori e come pensi
How did you view Mike Maignan from outside? Well, when I arrived,
quando abbiamo giocato una delle prime partite,
and I played one of the first matches against Mike Maignan, one of his first matches, I said to our boss, this guy is very, very good. Mike Maignan is a really good goalkeeper. I said this is a very, very good player. He will do special things, and it was that has been confirmed. Everyone can see now how good Mike Maignan is. I adapt myself to everyone I work with. I get on with everyone I work with. I'm 31 years. I am 31 years old. I'm no longer young, but I still think I can learn a lot from him, even though I'm 31 years old. I'm old school. He's more of a modern goalkeeper. He's very different to the others, and I want to learn. I want to perhaps take a few things from his style, but I've got my own characteristics. When I get the chance to play, I will do everything I can. I won't try and be an imitation of Mike Maignan. I won't make that error of trying to impersonate Mike Maignan. I am me. I am Marco Sportiello. But I'd like to learn from him.
Grazie, in bocca al lupo Marco innanzitutto per questa nuova avventura. Devo dirti che comunque abbiamo notato che I tifosi rossoneri.
We noticed that the Milan fans have really welcomed you and were really pleased when you signed. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that faith that they showed in you and the affection they showed? And also, there are lots of matches, commitments in modern football. Everyone is useful in the squad. Do you feel that you can have an impact and give a lot to Milan, maybe in the Coppa Italia or in the league season? What do you expect? Well, with the three competitions, Champions League, Coppa Italia, Scudetto, I believe I can make an impact. Even those who don't play every match, who aren't starters, have to push, have to work hard. And I'm aware of that. In the last few years, I've really learned that. Everyone plays their part. I have to be ready as possible. It's not easy, because when you don't play for 7 months and then you have to play, you have to be good. And then you might not get another chance for quite a while, so you have to be good. You have to be prepared. You have to be on the ball. But I think the whole group has a good working atmosphere. And I think everyone has got that here. I'm ready, and everyone's calm.
Buongiorno Marco, benvenuto. Volevo chiederti, tu eri diventato praticamente un titolare all'Atalanta in 2 stagioni.
You were a starter at Atalanta in 2 years. Why did you decide to come to Milan, where you might have fewer chances playing as a starter?
Diceva il collega magari di Coppa Italia.
Well, the last 10 matches with Atalanta. It doesn't mean I was a starter every match for 2 seasons. And then the Atalanta boss, Gasperini, showed faith in me in the last 10 days, but I'd already made my decision. For me, it was very difficult to say no to Milan. I gave everything to Atalanta. I'm happy with everything I did with my journey with Atalanta, from the young youth team to the first team. But it was the right choice to leave for everybody. I don't think Atalanta are devastated to have lost me. There are plenty of good goalkeepers, and for me it was a good choice. I'm happy.
Salve Marco. Torno un po' al tuo rapporto con Pioli.
Back to your relationship with Stefano Pioli. Last year, he reached the semi-finals with Milan. The year before, Milan won the Scudetto.
Negli ultimi mesi, quando insomma percepivi questa vicinanza e poi adesso ti ha chiesto già qualcosa a livello di spogliatoio, di personalità.
Has Mr. Pioli asked you to have any specific role in the dressing room as a leader, as a moral leader for the group? No. In the last few years, we've always been in touch because we spent, as we said before, we had a difficult time together with Davide Astori's tragic death. Today it's only my second day back it's our second day together at Milanello with Stefano Pioli, so I'm just trying to get to know everybody and his Mr. Pioli's staff. He hasn't made any particular requests or asked me to have any particular role in the dressing room in the terms of squad management or squad leader, because other people have to come back, people who were playing with their national teams up until this point. So no, there's no particular requests. But he is a manager who explains a lot to you. He's a manager who speaks to you.
Ciao Marco e benvenuto al Milan. Io volevo chiederti, visto che avete iniziato con tanti assenti dei giocatori nazionali che ancora non sono al
You've started pre-season training without lots of players on national duty. Have you noticed anyone here that is already here, anyone that's caught your eye? Well, a player who's caught my eye. Well, I don't want to labour the point, but Mike Maignan, I want to see him. Antonio Mirante, I've known for many years. I've had a few weeks with him. I want to learn from Antonio Mirante as well, all his experience. He can really help me out. As a goalkeeper, I have to say I've enjoyed working. I'm looking forward to working with Leao. It's the more players there are who are quality, the more stimulating, exciting it is for you. For you as a player in the squad. I think the squad is very good, and I'm happy with everyone who I'll be playing with. I'd be happy to play in the first match against Bologna. Maybe not because it's away from home, but any game at San Siro playing for Milan, I would love to do. I would love to play.
Ciao Marco, buon pomeriggio e benvenuto. Due domande velocissime. La prima è se avevi altre offerte titolare.
Did you have any other offers from other clubs where you would be a starter?
Sarà evidentemente il primo. E poi la seconda è Loftus-Cheek ieri ci ha dato
Ruben Loftus-Cheek yesterday gave you the impression of being a strong character, and also Christian Pulisic is arriving. What are your views on those two? I don't know much about Pulisic. I can't tell you anything about that. What's happening with that situation. It's not my area.
Mi stavi dicendo sul
other clubs offers. No, I didn't have. I already had an agreement with Milan, so there weren't any other offers. My agent and I were focused on this. We're focused on this route to Milan. When you hear the name Milan, it's already something special you have to respect. So there was nothing else. There were nothing else interesting or nothing else that I was pursuing. Well, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, you can tell he's a good player, a strong physical player, but it's too early for me to give a judgment on him. I don't know him very well, but I'm sure he'll be really helpful, give us something. He's got lots of experience. He did a lot with Chelsea, and he'll really give us a boost, a hand. And then we'll see what happens. We'll watch as it develops. But I don't know him very well yet.
Ciao Marco, benvenuto.
Ciao, grazie.
Nella tua prima intervista da giocatore rossonero e anche oggi hai confermato di voler imparare da Mike Maignan.
You've confirmed today that you want to learn from Mike Maignan. I want to learn from everyone. Okay, yes. You played for many years in Serie A. You played in the Champions League. What can you give to Mike Maignan and the other goalkeepers in the squad? Well, Antonio Mirante is older than me, so he's going to give me help and experience. I will listen to Antonio Mirante. Well, Mike Maignan seems a very focused goalkeeper who doesn't need more tips or advice. He doesn't need that. But if I can help, giving them rhythm in training, keeping everyone motivated, keeping my goalkeeping companions motivated and stimulated in training. But Mike Maignan's already a very good goalkeeper. He's not a youngster. He's very mature. He's already won important things. He's won the league in France, unless I'm mistaken. He's won the Scudetto with Milan, the first title for Milan for many years. So he's an important, a very good goalkeeper. I can just I can just give 100% in training, be reliable, and help the others reach their best.
Marco, buongiorno, benvenuto al Milan. Ultimamente I portieri giocano sempre più con I piedi.
Goalkeepers use their feet more and more these days. How are you with your feet? Well, it depends. It depends on what we're talking about. At Atalanta, we didn't. The goalkeeper didn't play with his feet very often. We didn't have that style, so I have to get used to playing with my feet. But it all depends on the style of play, how the teammates move. You can have a goalkeeper who's good with his feet, but if his teammates don't move around and offer options, it's going to be a problem for that goalkeeper. I know what Mr. Pioli wants. We work together in Florence, and I already feel ready for his style again, and I want to be quick at changing things and learning new mechanisms.
Ciao Marco, buongiorno e benvenuto al Milan. Hai già parlato sui canali ufficiali del club.
You've already spoken about your family's love for Milan, and Sebastiano Rossi was your hero when you were younger. Is there another goalkeeper that really fascinates you, and you would, and you can't say Mike Maignan because you've already mentioned him, but is there another goalkeeper that you'd like to borrow something from? Well, there are lots of goalkeepers. Lots of Ter Stegen is a very good goalkeeper. I like him a lot. Inter have a very good goalkeeper. Handanovic, Samir Handanovic was very good. And he was one of my role models, Samir Handanovic. Thibaut Courtois of Real Madrid. Jan Oblak of Atletico Madrid. There are lots of very good goalkeepers that I would like to borrow a few characteristics from, let's say. There's lots. There isn't one that I use as a role model or one that I would like to base my style on. There are lots with very strong characteristics. Thank you very much for watching Marco Sportiello's press conference.